Okay, welcome back to lesson number 6. Today we're going to be doing subtracting in integers, but this time we're going to be using tiles. Now again, I'm going to ask you, remember to hit that subscribe button down below. That way you can see when I load new math videos coming up. Let's get into it. All right, now subtracting integers with tiles is a little bit similar to adding, but there's something that changes. So you're going to have to pay very careful attention, okay? Now my advice to you is think of that concept of zero pairs and bring it forward and don't forget about it, and you'll find out why, okay? So I have a question here, +5 take away +9. Now, since we're modeling with tiles, we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to take my yellow tiles and we're going to represent +5. And that's exactly what I've done here, okay? But as you can see, I have a problem because I can't take away 9 from here. I only have 5 tiles. So now, as you can probably think of, I'm going to have to add to this in order for me to take away those 9 tiles. Now, I want you to remember something. You only see 5 tiles here. Remember that very carefully. Okay, now, for me to be able to take away 9, because remember, that original question, if we go back, was +5, take away +9. I'm going to write it here so that way we remember. +5, take away +9. Okay, I just wrote the question here, that way we don't forget. So we had, again, if you go back, we had 5 tiles. So we had here, as part of the original question, we had only 5 tiles. Now for me to be able to take away 9, I'm going to have to add 4 more yellow tiles. You with me so far? And if I do that, now I get those 9 tiles, and that's exactly what I want. So I had to add 4. But when we do taking away integers, we have to think of 0 pairs. In this case, I added 4 positive tiles. I have to add also 4 negative tiles as well, because I want to create 0 pairs. I don't want to go and change the question. All right? So now that I have all of that, now I can turn around and take away that +9. And then when I see what I have left, I have 4 negative tiles, and that's my answer. So +5 take away +9 is equal to -4. Okay? We're going to do another example. It's going to take a couple of practice runs before we can get to it. So here's another question. We have -2 take away -6. So again, we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to model the -2. But as you can see, I can't take away -6. I don't have enough negative tiles to do that. So how many more tiles am I going to have to add in order to take away 6? I'm going to have to add 4 more. Now remember that. I had to add these 4 negative tiles. Now, again, as I said before, we have to add 0 pairs. So I added 4 negative tiles. I'm going to add 4 positive tiles. Okay? And now I'm in a position to take away my 6 negative tiles. And what am I left with? I'm left with 4, and that's my answer. Okay, so my answer is +4. Let's do another example, because with this practice is what will help you understand how to do this one. Okay, I have -6 take away +2. So again, I'm going to start off by modeling my first number. In this case, I have my negative tiles. I have -6. But I have to take away +2. So now this question is a little bit different. If you remember, positive numbers are represented through the yellow integers, right? Because they stand for positive. So in this case, I'm adding 2 more yellow tiles. But remember, whenever we add tiles, we have to add them in 0 pairs. So I added 2 yellow. I have to add 2 red as well. Okay, you always adding together in pairs. And when I've done that, I can turn around and now I can take away those positive tiles and I see what's left. You'll see I actually have 8 negative tiles left, and that's my answer, -8 down here. Okay, they always say practice makes perfect, so let's make this perfect. So I have +2, take away -6. I'm going to model my +2. I have those 2 positive tiles. We've been doing this a while, so you guys are masters at this. Now I have to take away -6. Now I can't do this with my initial picture, so you know I have to draw 6 negative tiles, and that's what I've done here. I've added 6 negative tiles, but I've been saying all along you have to add in 0 pairs. So if I added 6 negative tiles, I have to add 6 positive tiles. I always have to add them together in pairs. So in this case, I had to add 6 down here. I had to add 6 negative tiles. I'm going to add 6 positive tiles to go along with it. And then, now that I have them together, now I can go and take away those 6 negative tiles. And when I see what's left, I see that I have 8 positive tiles left. Okay? Now, a little something I want you to keep in the back of your head when you're subtracting integers. Another thing to help you out here is that if you take a look at the second digit that's going along here, your answer will always take form of the opposite integer. So in this case, I have -6 take away +2. The answer will be a negative. So 2 is a positive number, your answer will be a negative. And conversely, I have +2 take away -6. -6 is a negative number, so my answer will take the form of a positive number. So just keep that in the back of your head. All right, so that pretty much does it with subtracting integers using tiles. I know I went through a lot of examples there. My advice to you is watch this video a couple times to get some practice in, and definitely go and practice this because this will take some mastery. Good luck, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.